Hello and welcome back to episode 3. Thanks for anyone who left any comments there. Much appreciated. I won't be responding to comments, no, in fairness. I got better things to do. Okay, but in this video I made some accusations there about Israel in the last video, and they were pretty strong. So I'm going to try and back them up because these are not just claims that I'm making. So I'm going to start off with the definition of some of these concepts. Yeah, racism is a belief involving the idea that one's own race is superior and has the right to rule others. Israel is racist. They do believe they're superior to the Arabs, and they are controlling them, literally. That's what they're doing, yeah? They're trying to kick out all the blacks there as well in Israel at some point, and it's disgusting, the racism, the level of it. Apartheid, which is one of the consequences of a racist ideology, is any system or practice that separates people according to race, caste, etc. This is what's happening. This is what's actually happening. They built a big wall around the Gaza Strip, the biggest open air prison in the world. It's apartheid. They're inhibiting their freedom to live and to enter Gaza. They have to fucking start digging tunnels just to get some extra food into the place. And probably weapons, let's be honest. Ethnic cleansing. The elimination of an unwanted ethnic group from a society as by genocide or forced immigration. Okay, this is happening. You know what I mean? The UN gave this portion of land that was inhabited by humans who have the titles and the deeds. They got dispersed from their land, dispelled. They became the refugees that then eventually occupy the current Gaza Strip. So it's forced immigration. There's comments there from fellas in the Knesset. They're talking about, we're going to go in there maximum force and we're going to just kick out all the fucking Palestinians. That's forced. So they're acting exactly ethnic cleansing. That's what they're doing. They're an unwanted group. They want the land. They want to expand. Just look at the settlements. Do you know, they haven't stopped growing. And they're not going to stop growing. Okay? They're not going to stop growing. Because that's their plan. That's the intention. All the time. Genocide, the deliberate and systematic extermination of a natural, racial, political or cultural group. Yes, they are committing genocide. That's what's going on. Now, an Israeli fella put in some tweeted some things. He says it's an odd genocide because what he shows you is the statistics of the population. And you see that it is, in fact, it has been increasing in Gaza. Yeah, so it's now at 1.8 million, where before it was less. So he says it's a funny because it's not coming to genocide, he's saying, like the fucking population is growing, he's saying. The genocide of the Native Americans, okay, started out with a few fucking hundred, maybe a few thousand, and eventually just wiped out fucking whole ethnic groups, yeah? So for him to fucking go along and say, kill a lot of them, it's only over the thousand, it's not genocide. It's disgusting. They are deliberately killing them. That's the point of genocide. And they're doing it systematically. This fucking encourages beginning on 2008. Just keep bombing the shit out of these people who are, relatively speaking, defenseless. They have homemade rockets, maybe a few Kalashnikovs against the superior military force in the Middle East at the moment. The fourth or fifth largest nuclear arsenal. It's like comparing, to quote an Irish parliamentarian, can't remember her name, Brady or something. She goes, it's like the media going along as if it's like a fucking fight, you know what I mean, like between two equals. But in fact, it's like the heavyweight champion boxer of the world having a fight against an infant, a baby infant. That's what's going on, and it's disgusting. Just a quote: "Ayed shackhead, shithead." She says they have to die, and their houses should be demolished so that they cannot bear any more terrorists. They are all our enemies, and their blood should be on our hands. This also applies to the mothers of the dead terrorists. And she goes on to say that mothers bear snakes. And these are snakes. They're dehumanizing the Palestinian people, the poor Palestinian people. And this is from a member of parliament. So she's a representative. She's reflective of the mentality that's there now at the moment in Israel. And it's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. At this fucking 24th century, fucking accusing people, fellow brothers, the Jewish, of genocide. And it's fucking true. It's not backed up. just by the meaning of the words, but by what they say and how they act, most importantly. It's just disgusting. And if we let this fucking pass this time, that states can just say, hey, fucking terrorist over there, let's blow the whole fucking family up. If they can set this precedent, then this is going to go wholesale. Yeah, it's going to go to all state. Which brings me to the last one here. Terrorism. The use of violence and threats to intimidate, coerce, especially for political purposes. This whole war against terrorism is being conducted by state terrorists. So they're going to try to eliminate terrorism by conducting terrorism themselves. Do you see the fucking logic there? And just democide, remember that word? I fucking didn't know it until a few years ago. I went to university, never learned about democide. Yeah, governments were the number one killers of humanity, human beings, innocent human beings on this planet in the last century. And what happens was psychopaths gravitate towards government because you get the power. You get Pol Pot, you get Stalin, you get these Chairman Maos, you get Pinochets, you get all these fucking scumbags. You get Tony Blairs and George Bushes. And they fucking, you have a lot of other followers that just, oh yeah, you're fucking, yeah, see, yeah, you're gonna fucking fight, yes sir. And then you get lots of fucking humans killed as a result. So the whole idea, the state itself is fucking dangerous. It's past the sell by date now. It's time to fucking evolve beyond it. So that's all I'm saying in this fucking video. I'm gonna pop up another few more anyway. But yeah, so backing up my claims, they are the fucking rogue, psychopathic state now, a state terrorist state, that is Israel, the Zionist Israel. And yeah, back it up. If anyone wants to fucking, any Israelis or that, Zionist sympathisers, yeah, bring it on, you fucker. If you're a fucking sympathiser of killing babies, man, bring it on. Take care now. God bless to each and all.